Hi guys, welcome to a brand new video of Mansel's Media Corner, and today is the top 14 films of the 1980s what I own. There'll be some epics in there. Let's start off with one I remember watching when I was a little kid. One of the first films I remember my dad borrowing from the video shop at the time. The Muppets Take Manhattan. I'm not too sure why it's not on Disney Plus, unless it's from unless it's by another company. But the premise is Kermit, said out by the way to Kermit's Ghost. Is starring in his own Broadway show, and it's quite an hilarity, but it's also got one of the first appearances of the Muppet Babies. There's the classic cover of Animal, Gonzo, Kermit himself, Fozzie Bear and Miss Piggy. That's number 14. Number 13. A lot of people don't know this, but I'm a huge 007 fan. But I've got to admit, there's something really cool about this film. And it's not a bad film, just one of... You can tell Roger Moore in this film looked burnt out. He wasn't as serious as saying... You know, he's still a classic Bond. It's still one of my favourite Bonds, but it's not one of his greatest. And for us, only the year I was born, to be honest. What makes this film great? It's got, I think he's recently died, but I'm not too sure. In Topol, it was in, I can't remember the film, but what he was in. But it's got Topol in, it's got Julian Glover, who was also in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, if I recall. Really, really good James Bond. So that's 13. And into a film I can't get into, and I know people say it's classic. It is. It's the first, I think it's one of his mainstream films. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger, Conan the Barbarian. James Earl Jones, aka the voice beyond Darth Vader's Conan's arch nemesis. Written by Oliver Stone. Well, so that's lucky 13. Number 12. Again, another classic film. I think we had a 4K, but I'm not too sure. It's either this year or last year. It's only Highlander with the great Christopher Lambert and the original James Bond himself, Sean Connery. What makes this film awesome is just the Queen soundtrack. And it can only be one very true. And Christopher Lambert plays an awesome cast. In at number 11, the only horror film, kind of, if for sure this definitely is kind of a horror film. Now this came out 4K last I believe. Big Paulie may have picked it up. It's Cat's Eyes. Trilogy of horror films. What makes this film? Drew Barrymore plays a girl in the 3 films, etc. It was in Stephen King's trilogies were brilliant. In at number 10, again, Ghostbusters 2 was a huge fan of the toy line when it first appeared. This film is pretty fun as well, directed by Ivan Reitman. The classic lineup's there, and plus also Slimer. Really cool, really fun film. Also Bobby Brown, if I recall, done the soundtrack. Then the next one is controversial because it's early 1970s film what I've got in my collection. It's Roger Moore's first James Bond outing. What a film now it is. Live and Let Die from 1971. As you can see, the Great Voodoo Bone Sunday. It's a typical Bond film. I think this is Daniel Craig's famous. Somebody said it is his favourite James Bond film. Then next is the first of the John Carpenter twosome. Big Trouble in Little China for I think it's 1986, but I could be wrong. There's Lopan at the back, Kurt Russell and Kim Cattrall. Really cool film. The back. Yeah, the film actually, what I watched just yesterday, I've never seen before. It's a really cool film. Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Predator. I had to watch it in full, and it is what it is. It's awesome film. Really good in places, well, especially when the Predator kills off Arnold Schwarzenegger's man. A film I know everybody's going to say, wait a minute, it's the best of the 1980s. I love it as well. The Goonies. Absolute classic film. Oh, you guys. Springs to mind, which is Sloth, I think it might be. But what makes this film, it's got goodies. Goonies are good enough. Music video by Cyndi Lauper still alive. But what makes that film good as a wrestling fan? You've got appearances from Andre the Giant, Iron Sheik, Grady, Roddy Piper, the late great Fabulous Moolah, etc. Nikolai Volkov and Classy Freddie Blassie, all in appearance. Really fun movie. Again, an absolute love this film. What's not to love? Arnold Schwarzenegger at his best in Commando. Mark L. Lester, I think he did. Maybe, I think he did Class of 1984 or something along that ones I like. So I haven't got my collection. But it's really good action. I think it's more famous for the line "Get to the chopper." Then, in at number 3, Roddy Piper, in one of the most famous lines in films he's ever said, I came here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I ain't, and I made a bubble gum. And They Live, also a brilliant fight scene. There's some of the... It's got a big fight scene between Roddy Piper and Keith David, who I think was in The Thing, if I'm not right. This is a controversial one, but my second film, Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Terminator from 1984, absolute classic. Some critics would call it a horror, like a slash film. I just call it an action stroke horror film, if you call it that. But that's not to say absolute. Arnie at his best. I think it might be the first one what got him noticed. And at number 1, again, one of the funniest films of the 1980s, as far as I'm concerned. In 1984, Ghostbusters. Yeah, what's not to love? Them all there. You've got Slimer, first appearance, etc. And that's my ranking. Please like, share and subscribe to Mansel's Media Corner. Thank you for watching.